position.
I was not
duelist.
expecting a breach today, I'll tell you that much.
Right now as well, of course, with the roster shuffles they've had to go through, it brings some questions.
Was not expecting a breach today, but here we are.
Are
we caught up?
The Neon in still with the ever proven Ash. Feels like we change. I'm very curious about seeing that.
Oh my god, we're not caught. Okay, we are. Not JMO with the prime, appreciate the 22 months. Okay.
It's been off meta for quite a while now, ever since the fault line has been.
If we get to record, yeah, we're on top of it. Okay, sheriffs are here. We got the oldest pistol in the book. Sheriff's middle.
Looks like GENG want to be on the front foot.
And then we got the oldest agent
in
terms of breach.
Forward shooter. Keeping a bit of an eye on that, but Texture, he wants to get amongst it, and he certainly will be getting amongst it. Helped out by Ash, the 2-for-1.
To be fair, the stun was pretty legit.
GENG, so
they should have lost that.
They
should have lost that.
Successful in that. It's a good start to the map as far as GENG is concerned.
That is incredible.
Spike top mid.
Just not seeing that too often, but now a bit more contact. Unfortunately, brings ZETA down to their knees. It's just Shota left.
The oldest pistol, the oldest agent, and the oldest streamer. Thank you for that.
So GENG going to be pretty aware. Karen, he spotted him out now as well. So I'm just going to very quickly smoke that off, try to make the life a little bit more difficult. But Shota does just have to push his way forward and try and make something happen here. There's no other way to win the round.
You got a full 40 seconds of this.
I mean, he surely can't.
Karen on smokes. Ah, like, it's just so nice. Look at this. Ash would never smoke that.
Though, where GENG is going to walk into this line. Literally, not a single chance that they will walk on that line.
Yeah, maybe you kind of hope that the newer, lesser experienced guys maybe, but nah, it's not happening.
Look at Karen go, man.
If you want to make something happen in that round,
look at Karen go.
That solo individual, you have to make it happen. Like, you have to be the driving force behind that round. So I'm glad that he tries to go for something they obviously not likely to happen. Good start to GENG.
I mean, it's a nice pistol.
Confidence
builder. Well, the stun comes in off of contact.
This lineup will
sure.
Keep a pretty keen eye on what they're going to be able to do.
Yeah, especially if that was a call from Athena, joining in from T1 Academy. Extensive career all throughout.
Have you watched Spike Talk yet? No, I haven't watched Spike Talk yet. But it should be pretty fun because a lot's going on in both of their teams.
In that round, you could still see it's pretty much texture and how he's popping.
I do like watching Spike Talk when something's going wrong in like one of their teams. And this is the time where something's going wrong in both of their teams. So I should probably watch it.
A little bit of time to sort of expand upon what was discussed on the desk. And again, we're obviously spending a lot of time talking about these GENG changes. But I think it is, at least for me, the biggest storyline coming into this match. Obviously, ZETA have not made any changes.
It's not even a hate watch. It's just interesting.
They're going to try to continue to persist with that same core and put together a bit of a better season than what they had last season. But on the other side of the coin, GENG, you know, they've had.
It's interesting when stuff goes.
A pretty bad year,
when stuff goes wrong. But that's why I watch all the C9 stuff as well, to be honest, because it's just like.
And so, as a result,
what's going on inside the camp?
And Zink's
same with the T1 stuff as well.
We've actually got Raxkull fans. It might be his friends or something, but that's pretty cool.
That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
I mean, I think the thing
Jules,
is, like,
sorry, dude, I missed the YouTube
one of the best teams in the world,
membership.
We were at least trying to compete for that. Yeah. We've fallen off in a very dramatic fashion.
Levin with the hype as well.
We need to try and do something, and I like
the kick chat's popping off, man.
That change come through. I don't know how it's going
to
go.
I've got two hypes, whatever these are.
But coming out of the gates, playing, you know, a nice.
Did I say Levin?
Round.
I think that's right. Or Leovin.
Thank you so much. I mean, you can tell, obviously, that they
can you turn on the Valorant sign behind you? Okay, so I could turn on the Valorant sign behind me, but the problem is the cable goes down onto the sofa, and the cable is gonna get chewed by the bunnies. The bunnies are getting like really. The bunnies are everywhere. They're coming out of their shell. They're jumping onto the sofa. They're chewing cables. Did they chew my internet cable during the off-season? Yeah, they did. Did they nearly chew the cable of this?
Getting it right at the go from the pistol round in that fashion.
No. They didn't, because I've moved the cable. But I can't plug it in yet. I need a different four-way. I need a different route for the things to go.
Looking at the skirmish and the map veto alone, this one feels
Leovin again in the kick chat. Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate the.
I'm not gonna lie. The next map, Sunset.
Dude, what do I call these?
The
hypes.
Of course, that's
bruh, I've never felt as old as trying to learn kick.
I mean, the thing as well is, I think if you look at it from the perspective of ZETA, they're also looking at GENG and saying, hey, this is one of the other
Acno with the
right?
tier 1,
They
appreciate the
didn't have a good
53
season, they
months,
haven't
man.
had a
Appreciate
good
you,
year.
thank you,
They're
thank you.
going through a
Toxic
rebuild
as well, thank you for doing that,
opportunity-wise.
bro.
They've got a new
Thank you so
IGL.
much.
There's a lot of things that I think ZETA can look at and say, we actually have an opportunity here as well to try to put something together. And
Do you think
get our
America's is the most stacked
rolling
region?
on
For
day
sure.
one.
It is right
So
now.
hope for Japanese Valorant at the very least. Remember,
You can get
like,
plastic
that was your
cable
first
protectors.
cast
Yeah,
when
we
were
have them
here,
all around the
Zeta
house.
versus
I just
and
don't
how
have spare
passionate
ones
the
for this.
fans were,
so.
How fired up they were,
Yep.
even though they were kind of, basically out of consideration for.
Were they yummy cables at
Yeah,
least?
it was
I mean,
it
you would
was
hope
literally
so.
who
They were
doesn't
in
come last, but
absolute
They
bits.
seriously fought tooth
The
and nail
cables
in
were
that
destroyed.
game.
Well, that was one of the things that I enjoyed. Or
Is your second monitor full of just pop-out chats?
Valorant and seeing what the community is like is that
This is my
just
second
seeing people
monitor.
actually care.
My second monitor is just
It's
this,
really nice.
just 3. I could put them all
Because
together,
I'm
but
used to doing stuff where people don't really care that much.
People are
I just
passionate.
can't.
People
Chat, what are
passionate,
these guys?
and
Look at
that
them.
is very nice.
Can be a double-edged sword sometimes. Not gonna lie.
And we've got a lot of fans to kick off day 1 here as well. Of
Yeah,
stage
pretty
2
much.
In the arena, there's typically
TMV
lot
showed me
of
how to
fans that
merge
do
them all into one,
show
but
up for the Gen G games. I think they've got quite a contingent, and again, that is, it's good, but it's also maybe some added pressure for a team like Gen G. They want to give the people a reason
Zifex, thanks
to
so much for the
actually
tier
come.
1 as well. Appreciate
They've-
that. Thank
they've
you,
turned
thank you.
up, and so you don't wanna
Toxic
disappoint
Summit
them, you don't wanna
as
let them
well.
down.
In Kick
Just
Chat,
put that
appreciate you,
out
bro.
of your mind. Just keep playing either
Thank
way.
you so much.
I wish I could read Korean, but I can't. Could you read Korean?
Absolutely not. But I'm not the guy that's been here for 3 or 4 years.
Oh God! I was hoping you wouldn't point that out. I was also hoping that Vic would not put
Not far
me
away from me
under
playing slots.
the
Holy.
hot seat.
Dude, I
How do
got
you feel about the build diff?
Terrible.
when was it? Like a
Absolutely.
year
You think
ago,
you're
I
gonna be
got a
wearing a Korean hat
CS
again? Did you lose
skin
last season as well?
sponsor
I
reach
don't
out
think
to
so.
Who lost?
me. Okay,
Was
like a
that-
gambling
was
one.
it Achilleos?
Holy hell,
I'm
they're giving out
hoping it is,
crazy
but I
money.
think it
I said no,
actually
chat,
became
just
Mika.
to give you a heads
wasn't
up.
Mika.
My goodness.
Not sure,
One of
but I
the
know it wasn't me.
The
It
amount the
was not- it
CS
wasn't me
streamers
either.
must be getting
So
paid
as long
is
as I didn't come
wild.
last, that's winning as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, we're on an upwards trend. We'll get the lap.
Climber with the Prime, appreciate the 3 months.
But that's build diff. I mean, how are you feeling about today's one?
Up in the air. I will just do a quick translation there. Apparently the phone said, I am from Vietnam to cheer. So someone's calling all the way from Vietnam to cheer.
You know what? That actually does.
Toxic
remind
Summit
me
as
of
well.
something.
Thank you
The
so
last
much,
time I
bro.
saw a breach comp
Just
on
giving me
Ascent
the free
was
kick
by
points.
Vietnamese
Holy, dude, the
fancy
spamming it up.
Vietnamese
I like it.
swords.
Thanks
We
so
love
much.
a bit of fancy United.
Back in challengers.
Yeah, yeah. It's a shame they didn't make it all
Yep.
the way.
They did not do too
The
well. with
Orcs
that
use the
comp.
same
Sharper
spec
and
PC
555,
used on
obviously an
Sage.
interesting
The
prospect
Orcs
for,
use the same
Later on
spec
in the
PC
split.
used on Sage. No, they'll be
I
different.
had Sharper and 555 pegged as the 2
Yes.
in my mind, and I predicted towards them most of the time. But I was a bit surprised that we had that upset in the upper bracket. Fancy going through to the upper bracket final of the last chance qualifier over 555.
They're called
Obviously,
kicks.
555
Okay, well
was
that's
the
easy
bracket
to
run.
do. Appreciate the
They're
kicks.
a interesting team. I don't know that they're necessarily
Again, never
gonna
sounded
do a
older in my
huge
head,
amount of
but
damage
here we are.
here in,
3-hour
this I
tech
think
pause?
they
Surely
could.
not.
You think 555 could? I think if anyone's going to do it, it'll obviously
Honestly,
be
we
Sharper.
can take a tech
Sharper
pause
has a
today.
very good
Yesterday I was
chance.
worried
I
about
think
the tech
555
pause
have
for the
some
England
good
game.
individuals. I think they're a very solid.
Honestly, I wish I didn't
firepower
watch
team
it,
when
so
they're
maybe
on.
it would have been better
But
for
I
some
just
tech
wonder if
pauses, but
that's going to get them far enough against the better
today
teams.
we've
here
got
in the
nothing but
Pacific.
Valorant.
I see your point, and
Yeah.
there is definitely something to be said about that.
Nothing
as
but
well.
Valorant
If,
today.
You know, we were kind of watching the Chobra podcast last night a little.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and they were saying Frost especially because of how much he
The
roots for
Chober, wait,
Surf.
Frost was on
which is
Chobra's
that-
podcast as well.
Oh, well,
Is Frost
Sharper
just
right
on
now
every
obviously
podcast?
has better macro. PTC's calling is immaculate, but 555, it feels as though they might have a higher ceiling. The players on that team, Endoist, Surf, it feels like they can go quite far.
I mean, I don't hate that as a take. I don't think it's like the hottest take.
He's
of
on the
all time.
media
Certainly
tour.
Not, certainly not as
Dude,
hot
we should
as
get Patman on a
Varro
podcast.
will win the build diff this season.
Even it
Or some
out
of
a
the
bit.
other ones. Varel will be top 4. Come on, Pilsky.
Pilsky loves Varro. I'm not sure what it is about them, but he does love them. You know what I wanted my hot take to be? I don't know if I should say this on the stream. But since we've got
We're
time.
The bleed
since
tech
we've got
pause,
time,
bro. I remember that bleed tech pause.
They
The
were talking about
6-hour
the
one.
hot takes, and I was like, you know what?
That's
Someone should
nuts.
make a hot take about GE. Because, like, obviously there's been,
Okay.
Frost has departed GE, and he's gone to Full Sense, and I think a good hot take.
What do you think
would
about
either
trying to
be
hold
like
off
something
Argentina's
like
attack
GE
for almost
is
40
gonna
minutes?
win
Yeah, I
the
mean, it's not
split,
the smartest thing I've ever seen.
Or GE's not.
Aren't you
gonna
meant to
make
enjoy it
finals,
when they
like,
start
they're not even
attacking
gonna
so you
make
can
that.
counter-attack?
I don't know if that's hot.
Isn't
You
our
don't think that's
squad
hot?
actually pretty fast? I know nothing about football, and I know that's a mistake, man. Disco, appreciate the prime. Thank you. Huey, appreciate the tier 1 as well. Thank you so much.
You don't think that's hot? I think that's hot.
Okay, that's pretty hot.
Yeah, it was a bold decision, man. It's a bold decision. Didn't work.
Has his own reason.
Yeah, he's got a personal vendetta. I've got nothing personal.
4 years will come around faster for the same thing to happen next year. Or 4 years time, I guess. Time, yeah, thank you so much for the tier 1. Appreciate the 46 mums.
Or you have the take.
Does ZETA have a chance to win against GENG? I mean, they have a chance if they have good theory with new comps. Anyone has a chance at the beginning to beat a team with good theory.
Well, okay, well, to save us from all the L takes.
The problem is they got a breach, but that means they might have okay theory for a one and done.
We're going to take a short break and then we'll be jumping back into game.
Short break. What's this going to say? 10 minutes? 3 minutes? 5 minutes? Holy. Okay, let's try save the VOD. Gonna try save the VOD. Is Breach on Ascent good? No, it's not good. It's crap. But it could be good enough to get you a 1 win. That's what you're looking out for here right now. You're looking out for 1 win. Did you watch MSI? I don't know if that's a CS event or a League event, but I can safely say I didn't watch it. It's 3 regions every day for the whole week, right? Yeah, until Sunday. And I think there's no Americas on Sunday, maybe? It was League? Yeah, I didn't watch it. Who won it? You won again, or? EDG lost to Tyloo, bro. Everyone's saying that Tyloo is looking really good. HLE. HLE. I don't know this team. Where are they from? Should I know this team? I don't know much League. The Koreans? Okay. How about you? Thank you so much, man. Appreciate the 6 months as well. Thank you so much. They don't have a Valo team. Yeah, that makes sense. They have the GOAT Zeus. Is in the guy from Team Secret. Catalan, thank you with the prime. Appreciate that ride as well with the prime. Thank you so much as well. Thank you with the 27 months. England lost, yeah, but at least we have a whole week of Valorant, so it's all good. Who have I got today? I'm not even sure what the whole games are today. Let me have a little look. GENG. I have Team Secret against Varro. I don't know if that's a hot take, but Fnatic should beat Giants. Gentlemate should be Pacific, but I could see Pacific winning that. D9 should be Sentinels because Marv's playing. That's not a dish. There's not a dig at Marv. It's just no IGL. You should lose. Lev Furia. Lev should win, I would say. Ash, leave him on for a bit, and then I'll find out from Liquid what to do. Thoughts on C9? I mean, I think it's okay. What did I watch where they said? Did I watch? Was it on their little true sight thing or whatever it was called, or was it on a tweet? Did they say they had a 20% win percentage in scrims? C9 has a 20% scrim win rate. Mate. Okay. When we were playing, if we had below a 70%, I was worried. I can't even imagine having a 20% scrim win rate. The only time we had maybe a 20% scrim win rate was when we went to Iceland, and our PCs were so bad. It was like 60 FPS, and we had like 50 ping, and we were just losing everything. We just stopped scrimming. Scream said we need to stop scrimming. Like, he was losing confidence, so we just stopped scrimming. That's the only time we've ever had a 20% win rate, I would say. I can't believe a 20% win rate. That's crazy. Because you got to remember they're playing tier 2 teams there as well. Yes, I mean, I'm kind of intrigued to, like, I should go to bed for that game, but the intrigue of them having 20% win rate might make me watch it. Choco Breezy with the Prime, appreciate the 35 months. Was there a rollback? No, there was just a tech pause. One of the PCs crashed or something. So they might be one of those teams that lose to the tier 2 teams. I mean, maybe. They should still beat Sentinels. If they can't beat Sentinels without their IGL, it's going to be a really bad year for them. Or couple of months for them, I guess. When do we unmute this? The fact they're rolling the ads isn't a great sign. It's starting early because there's 2 matches in 1 week. Wait, what region are you talking about? Is Marv summoning for John? Yeah. That's the plan at the moment. Oh, and we're doing... Uh-oh. This is going to be a long tech pause then, right? Flashbacks. Yeah. A break today would have been nice, but... J Faye for the Prime. Appreciate the 25 months. Thank you so much.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Asana said going into EWC they were 32-2 in scrims. Yeah, I mean scrims isn't everything, but it definitely gives you a good indication of what's going on. I've never heard of a 20% win rate. I think I would have kicked everyone a lot earlier if I was winning 20% with scrims.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Depends on who you're scrimming? Nah, it doesn't even depend on who I'm scrimming, I don't think. It would have to be the top, even if it was the top 10 teams in the world. If I'm getting 20% wins,
Quack wanted to go for a jog.
like something's going horrendously wrong.
He's hit the 5k. He's back in the chair. We're ready to go.
Okay, we're back.
GENG up 1-0. They have picked up the pistol.
Yeah,
It was a solid
I'm pretty
pistol round
interested to
win
see,
as
man.
well.
Push through mid.
Yeah, we'll see what things transpire.
Lexor,
here in
thank you
round
for the
2.
YouTube membership,
You
dude.
know what I
Appreciate
wanna
that.
throw out real quick
Okay,
is,
full eco.
When you haven't joined us yet, there was a time Ascent was always going to be the same exact comp. Every team was running the same exact thing.
Right.
Now we have a bit more variety, so I don't hate this breach. I'm just very curious to see
Texture,
what it does,
mate.
we don't see it too
Give me
often.
some eco
Right now,
kills.
with pistols, though, everyone just marching straight into B main. Okay, good control, especially
No,
with the
don't
vault
you
line.
dare.
Texture, what are you doing?
Oh, Texture's he's just really trying to get in and amongst it. You
What
saw it
the
in the
hell's
pistol.
he doing?
He's seeing it here as well. He wants to be that player that is pushing the issue for GENG. No success, obviously, in this instance.
Gotta love it, though, especially the snipes. And
I just
kinda
missed all
maybe
the
catching a
ecos.
glimpse back there, so enough information for Raxkull to slow things down.
Dude, look at
Molly
Texture.
tosses
Texture's
the
actually
flash
on the
out.
eco hump, by the way.
No sound from ZETA, though. Just a reload.
He's following them around
Texture's
the map.
back.
Yep. And again, he just wants to fight. Look at this from
Holy.
Texture. What a start.
Hey, he's behind you.
The ace.
Holy.
on
Wait,
offer,
he's my
and he
IGL, I
gets it,
think,
of
in
course,
VFL.
GENG setting the
can't
crowd
remember if I
alight
changed
in
it or
round
not.
2.
That's huge.
What
I
a
say
way to come
GENG,
back.
really it was Texture, but I mean, that's
Yes,
exactly
he is.
what he
Oh,
wants to
that's
do.
huge,
That's why
man.
he's
Thank
been
you so
trying to
much.
force the issue so much.
We might actually beat
And,
TMV again.
He's one away from the Tour de Force already.
This guy is just hungry. You can't see in the player count, but from the plays alone. Oh, and he actually
No,
got
I
the
mean,
ace.
he ran around the whole map going for it.
He was always known to be.
He followed
like,
them around the
Mr.
whole
4K.
map.
If he gets an ace,
Thank God
they
for no
might
tech
start
balls
to
there.
dip. So, all jokes aside, I'm very curious to see the team continue because he's now 1 point away from the ults. But this is a quick execute from ZETA.
Okay.
As
Wait,
well.
this was a nice strat.
Absol with the double.
Wait, this was old school.
No
Do we have
response,
damage here as well? Mate, they brought back the 2020.
Smoke, not going to have a good time at all. Spam headed in his direction. Door being closed on his face as well. Let's see if Texture can repeat the heroics. He's going to be spotted out by the drone. Was hoping for a fight before it.
Holy back-to-backs.
Not going to happen, and we might see an ace back.
Let
in
him
the
go
other
for the
direction
back-to-back.
Now, as Absol is on for it, and he is gunning for it as well. Surely not back-to-back aces.
Let's get it. Come
Karen
on,
are really trying not to give it to him, and in the end,
Dude, he's
CLL
purposely missing,
will
right?
actually give up his
I
life
think.
for it, but
I hope.
look, ZETA.
He might not have been.
On the board. Much faster play out from them this time.
He might not have been, actually.
Absolutely, and that's what this comp can do, I suppose.
Dude, this is a nice set strat, though.
Already with the fault line, you know, giving them control in B main back in one of those rounds. But
You-
for this one,
The forward is you flash them so much that they can't see the breach damage that's on their left, and if they fall back to door, they get hit by the breach damage.
GENG aren't prepared for hits like that.
Yeah, and they're just going to run it again.
curse is real.
Instantly from
We do have
GENG,
tour de
they
force
go
in
to
this
the
round,
pulse
though.
that isn't getting hit by util. Do they shoot the
Do
recon?
the same thing.
Change your recon.
Maybe a little bit of a deeper smoke here. Absol's going to dive straight into it.
Nice,
Rascal
dude.
instantly deleted, had no chance there at all.
Damn, they got the
Absol,
Fawns on Heaven
another
as
double
well.
Entry. This is looking phenomenal for
I
ZETA.
like the fact that
On the
GENG are
attack
trying to like
opponent.
problem solve in the moment as well. They're trying to go to the areas that aren't going to get hit. Mate, the round's done.
まだいるまだいる65秒上がんないヘブンしかないよこれいいよヘブン上がるわ見ろこれ降りてくるわけ見てこれこれ取ってやっぱはいよはいよ3来てる3来てる電話入ってるなった大丈夫ジョーカーしてるよオッケーオッケー茨城来た目の前これ出ない出ないあー強い
And they're just so quick.
Okay,
to
and now
receive,
do
already
they
kind of marking
do they
positions,
spam
knowing
A
exactly
again,
where
or because
GENG are
it's an
gonna
eco, do
approach
they do
from.
something
And you can
else?
see how effective those kinds of rushes or set plays can be. The breach is actually able to cover quite a bit. You start off with a flash, maybe you get some main control. The fault line comes in, blocks off, I guess from their POV would be the right side of the site. And players
They
like
at least change up
Rascal
their
would
recon,
have
I'm pretty sure.
nothing to do. They turn into a sitting duck, and the whole team from the back end are just not able to fight back either. So I guess that can work out for now, but I'm curious to see what
Okay,
kind of
against the
adjustments
eco, they
GENG
do
brings
something
into it.
else?
They're trying
Do
to
they
fight
bring it
for
back on the big
control
buy
this
rounds?
time.
That's the
Yeah, I think they have
question.
to do something different
Ash is a
over
hero
A,
again.
whether it be play a little bit more aggressively, as they are obviously in this round, or actually play a little bit more for the retake, you know, set up around trees, set up a bit more
Toxic
towards
Summit,
heaven,
thank you so much
on
as
the
well,
side
bro. I
itself, so
appreciate that. Thank you for the
a lot of that
kicks.
breach util is going to be ineffective.
At least for now,
Thank
though,
you
they
for doing
don't
that,
have
mate.
the guns.
Obviously,
so
yeah.
already peeking out, not seeing anything towards B main. They're a bit curious about middle, so the drone comes
How
out.
they're going to play defense?
This should give them
Probably
enough
just going to fight short all the
information that it's
time,
gonna be an
or
A-hit once
they fight
again,
B main
as
all
we
the
see
time. That's what you used to
Karen
do at breach.
moving into position with Stinger.
There's some set strats you can have on
Not gonna
defense
do
that are
the
pretty good
damage
as well.
at a range like this one. Drone's going to go forward though. Here's the paranoia from
It's a
Karen
great
just to try and
omen
buy a little
flash.
bit more time to allow
Yeah.
the rotates to come across. But it seems as though
It's a good call to
they're
cancel
not
this as well.
interested in committing to A.
Wow.
Might come
This
down
is
to
so
texture here.
scary.
Let's see what happens.
Spotted the flash, calls for a rotation. Which path are they then going to take? They don't see anything towards middle. It's still more
Will
of an
Marv
unknown
beat
territory. They hear
IGL?
the one
Nah, you wouldn't
flash,
have a
so they wanna
standard
pounce on
mini
it.
IGL. It'll be
And now the push comes in once
be a
again.
collective, I
Absol
think.
leading the charge. Surely nothing for Karen tucked in the corner. She just eats util. And a couple of bullets set up. Another clean entry onto A.
Very safe. Minimal risks taken, and because of that, minimal damage sustained as well. You could just see how they kind of go in with their thought process. Of course, sometimes you're going to get surprised by heads-up duels anyway.
okay.
Maybe a weapon picked up now.
It's a little bad from ZETA hunting this so much.
Save. Yep.
Like knowing that eco and it's a
Still really
chamber, you
kind of
probably
early.
think
If
that
he
he
gets
doesn't
one
have
more
a gun
kill, I
anyway.
wouldn't mind seeing him go for it.
Yeah, good opportunity to try and charge that tour de force back up again. If he gets another kill or two, but surely an unwinnable round at this point.
Tap of the spike early might
Hoping
keep
that there's
people
someone
here.
on the side itself that's going to give him a duel, but that's just not going to happen. So Spike is
Well.
going to get the better of Texture here.
You should have at least tapped it.
Oh, he's not going to be able to get out.
You should always like try and at least tap.
Not the worst thing in the world. He still has quite a bit of
Just
cash for the next
to try
round,
and make
maybe
him check
an
it.
up to be brought in, and I think that would be a pretty big upgrade for GENG as well. I mean, it's quite clear that that's what this comp is intended to do. They already have the double duelists, and if Texture is able to lock off an info line like he used to do back then, Master
Do they A
Shinrai,
hit?
was talking about it. Go push into B main, lock that effectively outright.
No,
That's
but they might
quite a bit
fake
of
it.
control for GENG, but no, they station him on
But
towards
I
A
guess it's not
instead.
really a
I was gonna
fake if the
say,
recon isn't
where
here.
do you put that up if you're going to pick
They
it?
got a
You
lot of
wanna
ults
put
though.
it over towards A, which is
Got a
where
lot
the
of
hits
ults if
have
they
been
don't want
coming.
to. Dude, what is this from GENG?
Obviously,
4-person trap play.
relatively
Mate, they've been
safe
spamming
agent
A's.
to
Why are
be
you 4 on
holding a
B?
site solo. So all he has to really do here is get one shot off, pull
Get a
back to
kill,
safety,
get
and
out of
then
there,
go for the
retake.
That's the goal for him at least.
And then are they reactively going to try and take the
The
orb
rest of the
here or
team
something
just
to
trying
Phoenix
work
ult?
around information. They don't see anything towards middle. Texture, is he up to the task? Oh
Ooh,
no.
that's going to make it tough.
Yeah.
And it immediately pushes him off of the side.
I mean, they
so
don't
doesn't
have
really
the
get
best
chance to
retake
play
tools.
for one. He's going to push forward,
it's
and
a big
Absol
miss,
this
man.
time will not win the opening duel.
Spike planted.
The first time in about 3 rounds that he hasn't actually found that initial pick, so it does give GENG a little bit more room to work, but Eco forcing them back away.
It's a
Rascal
nice spam of this. Double ult choose. It's a big
initial
round.
kill, maintaining the numbers advantage, but now Hunter's Fury doing its work. XDLL looking for a little bit more. Can't quite convert on the 3rd shot, but still.
Good stun.
GENG now retaking with 3.
Oi.
And Shooter does get Texture as he drops down right in front of him. Trades back
You
on
know where he
through.
was? He solo-ed.
XDLL stuck in behind
Honestly,
the
second one would
smoke,
kill.
but Shockdarts
Where the
don't
hell did that
really
first
care
shot
about the
go?
smoke. They've gone too deep.
Oh,
No
they've
way.
gone
Karen's just
beyond
gonna be able to
him.
sit the defuse. The lineup wasn't there.
They went
The kills eventually are,
beyond.
but GENG take around.
Yeah, it's still a little
Dude,
bit
I thought he
messy
was
for
good
both
for
sides,
it.
though, either way. I mean, yeah,
He
you
put
could
full
talk
damage
about
on
the
it and it
shock
just
darts,
flew
you could
all
talk
the way
about,
past
the
him.
unfortunate mishap for Texture, waterfalling down, not quite able to land the shot instead. But that just tells you how desperate both teams are for success in this stage of Pacific. They need those points. They are fighting tooth and nail. Rolling Thunder for entry. Hunter's Fury just to try to fend off GENG. GENG actually gets the retake in with some lovely trades and utility, especially with Ash back in with a relay bolt. But even
GENG
then,
win
no
the
opportunity
rounds
for
and they
this
eco.
round. Texture's forced to go out into the open, gets punished for it.
Yeah, tough.
Dude, they have a
He's trying to
punish
push forward,
over
he's trying to make
towards
something
B,
happen.
and I'm not even sure they're ever
Has
going to
been
go
his
B.
modus operandi throughout this map so far, but this time a nice set play from ZETA just dispatches him. Now you'll see aggression on the other side of the
Ooh.
map that, to be honest, Shoto was
The
aware
gun
of.
down as well.
That wall was triggered. He opted to take that fight. In the end, lost it, and it's a 4-on-4.
Yeah, it's a very little bit of some
Is
micro
Breach
macro,
now mini
you know, both
approved?
sides
Nah, he'll be
conditioning, they're
hating
starting
this.
to read each other's tendencies, always with the early aiming take. But this is, not gonna lie to you, gonna be a pretty tough retake for GENG.
Yeah. A few ultis available.
Spike planted.
Maybe you can rip the run it back.
So they
with a
kind of
bit
need
of
to save one of
information.
these
Ash can
guns.
Follow that in with the overdrive.
Zeta's quite far up front.
Fast lane
Ooh.
thrown in and
Well, they're
Ash
going to feel like
spamming
they
through
can
the
go.
smoke, gets
Dude,
the
why
better
does
of
Absol
Absol.
keep
That's
giving
gonna
him a kill on Heaven?
incentivize the commitment here from GENG.
They feel like
There's
they
that
can
run
win
back that
rounds
we're
now.
looking for. Sugar Zero dispatches of that one easily. And Karen drops in meanwhile as
Ooh,
well.
big
It's
kill.
starting to fall apart for GENG. ZETA hold the
Damn,
site.
okay, they actually kind of baited them in. Did I hear
just
the Neon
fantastic
ult
with how they're
when the
quickly
Neon
able to
needed to
recognize
save
the
the gun?
situation.
Didn't Neon
Knowing
force
that they
into
had
this
quite a bit
round
more space,
because...
Absol didn't spot anyone out towards Heaven yet. The
And then now
smoke
has to
then
buy a
comes out, they
judge?
start to spam through.
Bruh.
Yeah, maybe Absol goes out
They
a
had
little
to
bit
save
earlier on than
one
you would
gun,
like if you're
instead
Zeta
they
fan,
doubled
but
down. They used
look at how
Phoenix
they
ult,
worked
Neon
around
ult,
positions
and
all
now
the way
didn't
towards
save
the
a
end.
gun.
Sugar
Now for
Zero,
their big buy round,
Eco
they got to play
pushing out from
judge.
Tree. These are positions that GENG needed to mark extra angles. They all just focused on towards the ultimates instead, and despite
That's a
being
good
able
recon.
to somewhat flood this site, everyone else from Zeta were able to hold. Even, I think, with the slide, was it an overdrive? I'm not entirely sure, but Shota managed to hold that. Everyone from Zeta managed to hold that. That's going to be quite worrisome.
Yeah, that
you
is-
can see the timeout.
It's worst case scenario for GENG because they've invested their ultis and they've not got anything out of it. So now they're miles away from the running back, miles away from the overdrive. All they've got is Karen on the ulti, which
Not a strong ulti.
not a very strong ulti, and you're already kind of like losing these rounds. You're not having an easy way to hold on to the A site. You're not having an easy time of retaking the site either. Athena's family, who we just saw on the camera there as well, have rocked up to watch this game.
Love it.
And They're
Venus
losing.
family?
So-
Oh, dude.
Okay.
Let's
They're
hope he
trying to
gets,
figure it
he
out.
gets some
They're having a
kills.
timeout. They're taking an opportunity
It's rough
to have
at the
the tap
moment.
pause, have a bit of a chat, see if they can figure it out here. But the situation is a little bit grim right now for GENG. Their backs are against the wall.
Yeah, it feels that way.
Okay,
But
it's
looking
the
at
B.
scoreline
They've
as
been
well, it's
waiting
not possible
3
for a
rounds for
knockdown.
this B hit,
Timeout should
but
come
now
in
they're
handy.
here.
You've got the big operator back in business.
It's actually happening.
Just different
It has to be
positions
good.
now. Sudden B execute
Oi!
there, but
Fair
Ash
play,
holds
it's good.
true.
Spike
That's a
down.
little bit more like it.
Slides
quick double.
and beats the Omen
Flash
flash.
as well coming through there from Rascal. An immediate response from GENG, and this is the first time that ZETA have really tried to aggressively, at least early,
Log
go
Nan is
towards B.
93 today.
Gen G
Chat,
been
my
kinda
Nan is
setting up for most
93
of the
today.
map.
Everyone
Slow
say
it
happy
down.
birthday to
Finally.
Slug Nan.
So quick. Just sticking
Bet you never
with
thought
the
she was
same
gonna get called that.
plan. I've got a judge
93,
somewhere close by
holy.
as well. Karen hugging the corner. Curious to see why GENG isn't really moving outside yet, though. See the smoke, but
One
that
enemy
should
remaining.
confirm it.
Wow.
Spike down.
What a round from
B.
GENG. All it took was a timeout.
Timeout. And a big
Okay, very
confidence boost
clean
for
round.
Ash as well, being able to land those first 2 frags.
Lovely
Judge
from
is
your
just
chat. We love that.
unfortunate. Zeta, where's the mid rounding? Nobody went back towards middle. Anything else?
I mean, it's hard though. Like you want a mid round, but you're a 3v5, you know. So
That's fair.
your options are if not
Komodo as well.
limited,
Hello, mate.
going to be very difficult. You know, you're kind of in a rock and a hard place type situation. Whatever
I wonder if
decision you
Ash
make there,
held strong there, if he
the
actually
right
just kills them
decision
all.
in a 3v5.
He had a free one on the...
It's like, what's the lesser of two
Waylay?
evils?
Yeah, just pick something, I guess.
Yeah.
In that sense, they picked B main. We go
Maybe.
back.
Same setup for GENG over towards B.
Okay, maybe a bit more of a mid play for Zeta then.
Sure. I mean,
Just opt
that's
to
good.
it's
fade out the
so
wall.
much B main focus, but if they're getting the wall out of them the whole time...
Drone out. Watches catwalk.
Whoa,
Slight trades
dude,
though.
Ash
That's
was
fine.
not
I think
ready
that's
for this,
fine.
by
You
the
know,
way.
They're very aware, obviously, of the possibility that one of them will go down. Good trade from GENG. They
Athena,
still
this is
hold
your
on to
round,
space,
dudes.
Which is what they were fighting for.
This is the round you get on the board.
Just more things for Zeta to worry about. They
This
can't
is big.
fully commit yet, but what is this? Sugar Zero, you're coming
Does he
back.
consider
hard
this?
clear
Surely
design.
not.
I mean, you kind of have to. You kind of have
Nah, you would never
to be
consider
aware that
this.
there's a
Because
possibility
no one would do this.
that someone has pushed their way out of A. They've droned in through middle. I don't think Sugar Zero is going to clear it. In fact, he might just bypass it. He's gone straight past.
Wait, he canceled?
Never mind. Oh, he made the right choice and then the wrong choice.
Mate,
Here
you're on your
comes
own.
Rascal for the 1-for-1
What are we
to try
doing?
and just cause a bit of a ruckus over towards B. The Spike has got into sight though, so there can be a plan here, and there is a chance for Zeta to try to hold this off 2-on-3.
A chance. That's going to be the key phrasing.
Hunter's
Ash
Fury's
still
online. I don't know that you can use it here.
Probably
Got
not,
his one.
unless
He did get
somehow
his one.
managed to
It's
traverse back
insanely
towards
risky,
the
but...
main. It's too risky right now, so they're going to stay stuck in the site. Absol doesn't have utility either. This should be
Omen
big setup
flash,
for GENG, who
recon.
has pretty much a full kit.
Venus gonna get his first kill right here.
Recon coming in. Oh boy.
Sovo.
Yeah, I mean, might as well try and make something happen here. The connection's not really there. Paranoia does go through and up close.
his
and
first
personal.
kill.
Absol is dealt with. It's XDLL.
Holy
They
Karen,
can't get it
mate.
done.
Karen's looking
And
nice.
GENG, off the back of their timeout, are building that recovery.
Very quick.
Dude, the Sovo is
Have that
questionable.
little bit of Asian parent disappointment, and then that's motivation as well. So
How did that usually go in your household?
actually, my parents are pretty supportive.
That's pretty good.
I should have said something for more comedic value, but no. I mean, you look at Athena's score; he actually has 1 kill now, so gonna add that in. But like you said, right, that was kind of right call and then wrong call for Zeta. I'm very unfortunate, but with the cancel, not really anticipating some of the position.
I would have thought the Karen on
GENG almost
smokes would
having
be
that 1
great,
foot in
yeah.
the door already for the retake.
Almost as if he's one of the best smoke
feeling a little
players
bit
we've ever
desperate as
seen.
well. It's just kind of count your
Spend the whole half a year off of
Going back
smokes.
to A, and that was where Zeta found all of their success.
Oh my god, Sugar
Nope.
Zero.
What a molly.
Yeah, a bit more of a setup that time from GENG. The smoke came through from them as well. Zeta are still going to commit to it.
Texture's in position.
I saw him.
Just looking for one, but gets pushed away by Util once again, and Zeta are into the site, so this is
I
going to require
mean-
a retake. It is, however,
Oh.
just up against the pistols, and it might be a little tough to get that plant down.
Oh.
Hunter's Fury is hunting.
Good dodge.
Shota will survive
No
for now,
spam
although
at
he
the top.
copped a bit of a tickle. Plant going
What was
through.
Ash doing on that?
Okay, Steel Garden by
Damn.
time as well.
Ult on the
Just gonna
ecos as
try
well.
to
I mean, I get
equalize
it.
the
It does feel
firepower.
winnable.
Zeta fighting for tree.
Oh, the fact that we didn't shoot the fawns here
Also
is...
fighting for tree. There's a flash through,
Oh
but
my
Eco
God,
turns
what a
around
shot.
and bops Rascal
Oh
in the head.
my
Found the
God.
double. This might start to get dangerous. GENG need a recovery, and they're getting it in the form of Karen and Texture. And are putting some kills together. Shota still under balcony, will be traded
Surely.
down. Now down to Sugar Zero and Athena in the 1v1, but this is all on the line for Sugar Zero. Easy, you'd think, but it won't be
he's
in the
on it.
end.
Dude,
time
what
for
are
the
those
defuse.
shots, man? Double stunned, by the
GENG
way.
will go to 6.
Double stunned.
Okay. Yeah, we can heave
Eats
a
the
sigh of
stun,
relief off of that
180
that was
flick
a
shot
round
as well,
where
I'm
ZETA
pretty
made it
sure.
Quite
Felt like a 180 because
risky.
he's dodging a flash,
It was
right?
off of a half bio with stingers and shares.
And then he
But they
stunned
have
again and
so
he
much
just popped
delaying
him.
Util. I mean, like,
What?
they just
He ate
keep
the
throwing
stun, he hit the
pieces
flash.
of Util in here and there. And of course, a couple of really nice shots
They
out
hit
from
him with
Eco
so
making
much
it interesting,
Util.
but time pressure was already on.
I don't think
That's
it
nuts.
shouldn't have gone this far for
That's
ZETA,
so nuts,
especially
bro.
with GENG's full buy. But lovely stuff either way for Karen to be able to break out that crossfire. 50-50,
Holy.
he managed to make it work. You go again. There we go.
God, their ults are so
Texture as well.
bad right now, though, Zeta. I can do Mini's notes for him.
Okay, what's the
Why are we using
condition?
ults in these rounds that
You
you're not
have
favoured
breach
in?
util, but you're not dumping it yet. You want to set up
2v3
retreat and
after
a
plant?
short push.
where you sove ult back a B so your one's isolated?
Actually work out
So
pretty
you give him a
nicely
timing,
for ZETA, as they've
and
got
then
numbers,
ults
but
on the
so too
ecos.
does GENG, and Karen's able to double down just to keep it in check. A missed shot
Texture.
out of Texture. He is going to be pushed away from the site.
Dude, why
ZETA are not
Sugar
interested.
Zero not pushing that?
They want to reset the round.
2v2, they have quite some space to make it happen, so knowing that their opponents are going to be repositioning, they double back in towards A short just to poke through somewhat.
He's sad in it.
Rolling Thunder is
I mean,
available, but
that
I'm
wasn't
not
even
sure if
wrong
this is
from
the one you wanna
Texture.
use it.
He's sitting in it because he's
So
trying to
maybe
make
just
sure
the
that his
flash
peak
in.
for
The
this guy
smoke's
is
kind of
good
giving
because
it
this guy
away,
should be
though,
holding
but
him.
GENG are also
So
split
he's
up,
trying to,
and
he's like
ZETA are
taking
able to
the
just
the
bum
damage
rush, take down
here
Athena.
just to
This
make
is
sure he
quite
can actually have a
possible.
good peak on this guy, so he has a chance of winning the
Get past
duel.
unspotted.
Otherwise, he runs out into the
Yeah, the
open. This
smoke
guy
is
should be
gonna
here
come
waiting
out.
for him and
Should
would get a
break it.
free kill. So Texture actually did the right
30
thing here.
seconds left.
It's just that Sugar Zero didn't.
Not moving.
Nope.
There's an opportunity.
Difficulty is Athena just needs to buy the
It might have been one of
time.
those
You
where
do
they
get
didn't
that
know where the TP
investment
was.
through from ZETA.
You
Athena
have to secure a kill.
Down on
is
stuns.
really copying everything, but
And that's
still
why
gets
Breach
a
is
kill.
crap.
Spike down B.
Makes it much more
Because
winnable
stuns
here for
aren't
Texture
great.
in the 1v1.
And that's your main thing, and then you got
Down
two
to the
flashes
up
that
and
aren't
headhunters,
great as
though.
well.
Feels like a must-win round, though, for ZETA. Eco's really got to get this one over the line. And he's going to walk right into the crosshair. Texture misses the shot. Headhunter out. But the swing
He
comes
went,
back on
he
in, and
went
ZETA
back
will
for
win.
more, man. He
Another round
went
for
back for
themselves.
more.
Okay.
Last round in
That's
the
a
half.
big confidence round for ZETA, and some fancy little footwork from Eco as well. Played that safe, played that right, had information, went out for the swing after the whiff shots. Of course, it's elevation as well. I mean,
Oh man,
GENG
Karen nearly
does
had
good to
another.
recognize where the hit's approaching from, especially off of that drone. They tried to get ahead, but still with numbers, ZETA are able to reset the round. And then now we go into the last round of the first half. Okay, Eco, it's
every
still early.
every time he's
But what
giving
a
it.
way to do it. Sudden aggression from
Vision
GENG.
strikers.
Oh, and it's dealt with pretty well by
Hey,
Shota.
it's
He was
still pretty
alone
good,
on the B
though.
side of the map. Gets the one
You
for
get the
one
whole
against
of
three.
B side info, and they didn't fast react, so you
take
know they're
that.
coming back to clear you. So Karen has to react here,
Burns that runner
and he
back as well.
keeps on pushing.
ZETA to call for a slight pause.
He's
too,
gonna
a
look
bit
at this here and go,
unsure.
why the hell is there no
Karen's
one
on the move
spawn?
again, and
Why is
Karen
Sugar
has got
Zero?
a lot of space outside of B.
Okay.
He's learned a thing or two, having played different roles back then in stage 1, back onto the controller now as well.
If you're
so
not
he's a bit
gonna
more comfortable, but having
fast hit A,
that courage to go out for
you
a
have
certain
to go back
lurks,
and re-clear
it's pretty
this.
Lovely. Especially when you
So
know
then
you're
to
against
run
ZETA,
the
a team that
gauntlet with your knife
operates
out
so
makes
safely.
no
Look at them,
sense
they're
because
ship
your
walking
initial
every
reaction
step of the
should
way.
be to go back and take this and
Walking
expect
into a
them.
pretty
here
solid
and
setup
here.
over towards B here, and you've got that rotate coming through from Rascal as well. Drone is going to start to give away the intentions. That conversion path invested by ZETA, and the entries are actually not bad.
Down B.
Third player
Ooh.
over there can't get anything done.
Who is
You
this
would have
guy?
thought that would have been a
This was Athena,
round winning
right?
setup for GENG, but it's not. Now
30
Texture has to get it
seconds
done, this time against 2.
He's picked up a rifle. Still has the sniper.
That was
sights.
Karen. Ooh.
He just doesn't have any util to
was
dig
ugly.
them out of position. That's the difficulty. He's got to push his way forward, and
His TP's pretty far off as well.
you know, you can't really win a 1v2 in these circumstances unless a mistake is made by ZETA, unless they give him a peek. But if he has to get in close range and try and take them on, it should not go his way. There's an angle and a connection as well, but through the wall,
That's
not
unlucky.
enough. And so 6-6 is the first half
I feel like
score.
ZETA will take 6 though, really.
Sides.
Thinking about
After
EWC
losing a
results,
pistol,
this
they
is
got
not what
6.
I
That's
would
not
have
too bad.
expected, but what a way for ZETA to be able to
The
answer
wall bang,
back.
yeah, 7 HP.
Fault line out towards
How did they
stairs.
recover
started to
from
have an
this?
inkling that
Ah,
Texture
dude, that had
could
to be a
have been
kill from
approaching out
Karen.
from that fast lane instead. And unfortunately, with that tour de force shot whiffing, if it actually landed, Eco might have been slowed down by the field. But well, thanks to that, now he gets his little
He's giving it
moment
every time.
to comedically pop off on the stage. A lovely bit of fun, especially considering that he has played against these teams before as well, played on these teams. So
Brad, I'll do it for next map.
6-6 will go again.
Yeah, it looked for a moment like
Spamming the
GENG was
same
really going to
emote,
pull ahead
yeah.
there. But
Yeah.
last couple of rounds in the back end there for ZETA, a couple of clutches. 1v1 and a 2v1. So doesn't matter how you get the rounds done necessarily. Keep yourself in a competitive position, which they have done. Anything can happen in the second half.
But it really just makes you wonder, you know, what's going on as well with the teams. Like earlier on, they started off pretty well with the pistol, the way they were pushing out, Texture having that adventurous sense within him to continue hunting for peaks. But then ever since the timeout, you know, he's been swapped over to more anchor duty. But
Shock 2 for the
especially
prime.
for
Appreciate
last
that as
round,
well.
right? He was
Thank you so
anchoring out
much.
towards short, didn't see anything. They should have kind of gotten a slight read for it, especially with the convergent paths coming through.
Yeah.
It's just the whole team, even
Komodo
with
as well.
off
Hello,
angles
mate.
being helped, they weren't able to
I
take
appreciate
down
the prime
ZETA
also, bro.
as
Thank
they
you so
push
much.
through. That's yeah, a little bit worrisome.
Probably did need to be a little bit
Thank you.
cleaner from GENG. They had the right setup, like you're saying. But end of the day, 6 is enough for both teams to work with. See how the second half plays out. Now GENG are the
They
ones
buff
on
breach.
the offense.
Yeah, but it
They're
shouldn't
trying to
be the
pretty
stun.
proactive on their defensive side
Needs
as
to
well.
be they need to just change the flash to be a
This will
little
suit
better.
them.
Especially with those duelists in hand, Ash can be still quite deadly. Early Thorns pop. GENG still sticking around while ZETA pushes out middle.
Absol's going to have to try to exit that awkward situation.
Double pistol, right?
But GENG across
Dude,
the
every
map
single time
are finding their
GENG
picks,
end
one
up just
towards
having
street,
numbers
two
in
towards
middle
middle.
and fight in middle. Doesn't
Absol's right
really
inside that
make
smoke,
too
but
much
low on
sense
HP,
from
so
ZETA this
I'm a
one.
little bit wary about things in this
Not gonna lie.
Sugar Zero.
We can say that Mini drew up this pistol because it was pretty crap.
He's definitely feeling kind of hot under the collar as well. Tries to create some space for himself towards main, but it's not clear enough.
They end up having
Bandit
no
takes him
info
down,
here.
and maybe the hops hurt
But,
as well
just
for
think about this,
Texture.
chat.
That's an
They got
easy
no
headshot.
info
Both
here, right?
pistols
Because they're
being
taking
played by
duels on
GENG.
short.
There is
So they
a
push
lot of
through
confidence
mid.
within this team.
You push
Well,
through
no
this
excuses if you don't
choke,
win the map from
and you
here.
don't know
You take
about
both
this
pistols.
square.
Definitely have to.
Like, I get the idea
I
with
can
the
just see
breach
how-
damage, but, mate,
How much desire there is for this team to go back to their former glory. Taking both pistols, pushing
even the
out.
breach damage isn't good here because it
Even
doesn't
though they
fill
were
up the
kind
whole
of
of this
met with some
area.
resistance outside of
I can
middle,
I
Ash
can
immediately
stand in
dips
two
back
two
towards
corners
street,
where it
gets a
doesn't
headshot off
get.
the Sheriff. It's that kind of confidence that you want to see in a team like this. Off to the next round, though. A bit of a
2-0 on
marshal,
the
rest of them
pistols.
on rifles, but not seeing any movement from ZETA
It's a bit of a
yet.
shame for ZETA.
Can be
With a
quite
pistol, they might have won
unsettling in
this.
Some situations, ZETA have themselves a pretty neat stack
Texture
on the B
is
side.
just the
Texture's
eco
just doing Texture
hunter.
things, though.
Yeah, he can always dip back out.
Yeah,
Or not.
that's what you get. Finds
Walk
the
into that
info,
high-low, you're gonna have problems.
calls for them to instant react.
All right. Pretty clear read then from this point forward. A side is clear. GENG should be looking
Yeah, they have
pushing,
no
but they're a
idea.
bit
They actually
wary
only
because
sold
of that
2, so
smoke.
there
What
could
a
be
good
3 here
timing.
right now.
What a sneaky position as well for Sugar Zero.
Have made a lot of noise on this rotate, so ZETA have almost beaten
The molly
to
calls to
punch.
clear the smoke, but ends
Not
up just
quite,
owning a
but they do
teammate.
have 5 players over here immediately for the retake. They're going to have a lot of time to work with.
Yeah, especially
Spike
down to the guns,
planted.
but they have so much utility, ZETA. Flashes, fault lines, everything.
Oh, and Ash just caught out
Dude,
in
they're
no
gonna get
man's
ecoed.
land. Someone has got to chime in soon for GENG, otherwise the numbers are going to overwhelm them. Luckily, Rascal can do just that.
Phoenix with an extra kill would.
Tries a flash to
Would
slow
love
things
it.
down. Now needs to probably
yeah.
chance his way through that
Ooh,
smoke.
nice
Karen with
shots,
some
man.
sharp shooting.
Nice shots,
will
good
keep
recovery
it
in the end.
alive. It could have been awkward.
Yeah,
but
it could have
in
been
the end,
really
GENG
bad.
will navigate the treacherous waters.
Phoenix ult into the big buy
Build
round.
themselves a 2-round lead.
Yeah. Current map MVP so far, and his stats just continue to build. Charon broke up the crossfire from before, and now he's once again showing off his mechanics. Just being able to play like that. I mean, it is kind of an anti-eco, so
I like that though.
don't really put that
It's
much
done
stake into
before
it,
the
but
break of the
still
door.
lovely to witness.
One enemy.
It's
However, at
done,
the
and
same
then as
time,
it's
I
going
do
out, you
have to
break the
point
door.
out, this is what Zeta's
It's not
composition
bad.
can do. If they don't spend that
Eureka
much
with the tier
utility
1,
in
I'm
the
pretty sure
first
the 28
half of the
mums.
round, and they save up for it.
To
the
Genji,
retakes
just keep it
can be
simple with
quite
the
lethal. So much,
with
to
the
throw
Phoenix
against their
ult, it looks
opponents,
like it.
depending on how it goes.
They go
And right
close
now,
over
just the
towards
delay
B,
and
they
stalling
fake
from the
TP.
Vise onto this
They
B
try and
site.
make it look like the chamber's just
Oh.
defaulting here, and then they just burst close to Phoenix ult.
That's a big gun in the hands of
Feels a little weird to
XDLL.
burst close and have no smokes though.
And they're walking right into
Oh
it,
my
but it won't
god,
matter
Tex
if
just
got
walked into
a
sight.
headshot to hand
And he's
out.
popped ult, and majority of
Here
it's going to be
comes the
behind
commitment
the...
from
Oh my god, you
GENG,
might get
smoking
not
towards
nothing
middle,
from the
drone
ult.
out as well, and they're sending
He got nothing
Rascal
from the ult.
forward.
Little bit of
Managed to
info,
kinda
that's
get
it.
Caught in the crossfire, so it's back to 4-on-4, but
Oh,
it's
Texas just
such
won
a
the round.
Nice creep from Texture onto the line. Shota had no idea.
Oh my goodness, Absol's a
Way too
mentalist.
much to watch. And GENG with a very sneaky.
Yeah, that's
entry,
it. You gotta
really
save
into
that.
B.
You gotta save that, boys.
Managed to find a lot of success.
Guys, you're sticking around.
Sheer
You
wall,
literally gotta save.
Still committing in, and that's especially thanks to, well, what's more meta. Raxkull with this Phoenix has a round 3 run it back. Although still down with the trades though, Zeta still trying to find some damage wherever possible, but yeah, now you have a taste of your own
Does
medicine.
not
You
surprise
bought
me
up
that
an
this guy's an
you're
Odin
gonna have to die by the
I'm
Odin.
not gonna lie.
He's going to hold on to it to the next round as well.
It might work out well for him.
Might not be as potent now, especially with some of the map changes. Certain areas no longer spammable, but certain areas still are. You know, for example, like Boathouse with the little walls and corners. But
Is that slander? Chat, I'm a gun believer. You know I am.
it's got to be pretty lovely, you know, having gone off the stage for a while and now coming back to it.
Whatever the
Such a
gun
team.
is, if it's strong, I'm a believer of it.
Either way, though, moving forward, we're gonna have to listen into one of the.
Is someone in the map pool? Yeah, someone's in the map pool.
Or not.
Yeah, well, soon. We'll hear from them as they try to break down the round.
It's all just pistols from Zeta, though. I'm curious what they're thinking.
Of course, it's pistols. They ran at them with
much
the
yet.
2 guns that they should have saved. We're listening in on an eco.
블루치고 먹을게 블루치고 더안 나왔어 커버해줘 B 소바 브리치였어 A 모여서 A 그냥 가자 여기 그냥 바이 쓸 수도 있다 앞라인 스턴 없고 플래시 하나 빠졌고 내 와인까지 체크해볼게 아? 얘들아 드론이랑 불벽으로 펌핑할 거고 불벽 없어 가자 불벽 없대 나 스모크로 할게
I heard A. I think they're still
This
pretty
is pretty good
intent
from
on it, but
Zeta
that
though.
smoke
They clear over
outside of
towards
time
wine.
for Zeta, they are set
Insta
up
smoke that
to
makes
take some
them
shots
think
as
that they might have had a timing.
try to execute
So the
GENG.
drone has to go re-clear wine instead of being able to clear over towards site. So now they can play close.
Some sharp shooting out of those sheriffs.
Like that one smoke meant that the drone wasn't good and that they're actually going to run into a
One in
stack.
hand. It's a good start for Texture. Could have gone either way. Shota does some decent damage, but it's really not going to be enough.
It gives them nothing, but
Sheriffs aren't even
it was
allowed to
still
play.
cool to see. It's good.
DLL deleted.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
Oh, he actually dinked him at the end there.
10-6, double digits secured for GENG, and they are
Did they
rampaging
time out
their way
before
towards
this
a
one?
victory here. There's going to have to be timeout soon for Zeta, you'd think.
The problem with the
Kinda hope
timeout
for
here
it.
is they probably do
Believe
something
it's
aggro.
coming into the next round, just see the timer.
It's a breach.
pause.
You have to be doing something.
And they definitely do have to kind of work around GENG's aggression. GENG now with that confidence, with a lot more decisive calling. They see little gaps, they take down one player outside of B main, and they're like, yeah, we kind of know where we want to go. Let's double back in towards A site. And they've been showing
Dan in the
this
kick chat as well. Hello,
such
mate.
more decisiveness in the past several rounds now, especially since swapping over onto the attack side. Look at that, 4 rounds in a row. Everyone's just continuing to pad stats. Texture almost mirroring Charon pretty soon.
He said, "Why are they not
Texture's
shushing
won this
now?"
game, right?
Did he actually?
He looks very free. He's kind of getting to do what he wants.
That's pretty
He's
good.
been
I mean, he did do it
on
for like
the
3 rounds in a
sort
row.
of anchor solo side of the picture. When he was on the defense, he was sort of solo holding sides and, you know, doing what he needed to do, getting aggressive in circumstances where he could. And now on the attack, kind of just
How's
lurking
Ash's
around.
neon
He's
bin?
being
Yeah, not
a
bad.
X-factor player.
A lot of times when he's sliding in or going for it, like someone's backing him up, or it's like for a reason. It's been hasn't been like a crazy neon. It's been fine.
Especially now
it's been a neon that kind of makes sense.
It's extra pressure for ZETA.
Zil, Valamate, good morning.
In this round though, I want to see what it does. Absol, station towards B. ZETA has to make calls as well. Try to get a good read for how their opponents are playing, but so far it's been somewhat passive. They should be hearing footsteps towards middle.
I don't know how much that's going to help them, though. You know, obviously, that you've lost.
Does the IGL call around himself being one away from an ult?
Like, Sugar Zero, maybe. No, he can't. It's just not safe yet. The drone does come in to check and clear a bit.
They got some nice TP plays at the moment in terms of their defense.
Okay, that's a good clear, but you don't want to be going any further. That's a pretty insane setup from XDLL and Eco. This does end up being a B split, though. Those two are going to have a lot of work on their shoulders.
It's an Odin.
Ball goes up. Here comes Ash. Oh. Good swing, but there's that setup. Eco and XDLL causing a bit of an issue, and now you need the B main players to activate. They have not. GENG haven't quite got it right this time around. A missed shot from Texture. He makes amends for it off screen. Still, the numbers are at a deficit for GENG, but they have been able to walk their way into B.
The plan with the Sova ult. ZETA had the exact same round and they used Sova ult. This Sova ult would make a little bit more sense. Not off the bat, but
no tag.
Here we are.
Not quite connecting onto XDLL, but that's close as well.
Texture has an angle.
Yeah, buys a bit of time.
I was gonna say, look, if he got a kill, then it would make sense.
Right now, and have a look. And he does! Ooh. And he does connect as well, and back onto the line. XDLL going to try to pre-fire the corner. Athena waiting on an off angle.
Holy hell, he's a little slow, bro.
And now we're back in
the
action.
Odin off is crazy, yeah. Recon up in 5.
Battle, the Odin's looking for one another. XDLL gets the better of Athena, but that time is ticking ever so quickly. And Texture, has he got it done? I think he has.
Holy
no time for the defuse. GENG are going to 11.
Oh my god, what a turn of events. Odin for Odin still, and it prevails. But ultimately, with Texture landing that one shot, slowed down Sugar Zero by a step. That was enough for XDLL to come back in as well. I mean, Athena to come back in.
Look at Valorant.
Maybe not as clean as some people would have liked, but either way, it's a great step forward for the Korean team that used to be at the top of their game. Now they're starting to climb back towards it. 11-6.
Chat, a completely unrelated question to the round I just saw. How old is this guy?
Wow. A bit more aggressive.
Where's this coming from?
Dude, they're legit in spawn.
No real connections though going his way. Texture porting back on out. Doesn't actually get connected by that Hunter's Fury. He got 2 before he fell. So that's mission successful as far as GENG is concerned.
25?
And with that, then able to make a swift call towards the A site. Vise is down, so the utility's not going to bother them. They're just a bit more worried about the positions, trying to get a good read for it. Some slight timing. Zapsol gives off his position. So now everyone's quite aware. A main being held to Karen continuing to mark the back. He spotted that. What?
Nice kill.
Okay. Spanner in the works, maybe. Rascal still holding on to his position and buying a lot of time. He's not going to get the kill. Eco is doing a lot of work with the Sheriff.
Holy.
That's a shot going through as well. How is Eco putting this together? Athena, the last man standing, will try and hold it down. Defuse is safe for now, but Athena won't get it done. The shock dart pushing him off the defuse.
No way.
Another one through. No. And Athena gets it done. GENG will indeed get to 12,
man? What are these rounds?
By the skin of their teeth.
Oh, yeah. Definitely should not have been seeing Eco do that much damage. It was kind of unsightly, but very impressive.
Clutch. I mean, this was a nice 1v3 from him.
Vault lines, every bit of utility. The rolling thunder after he smelled that slight.
I wouldn't be asking his age after this round. I'll say that much.
But even then, new IGL steps onto the plate. Debut game, and he comes in with a Red Bull clutch. Shock darts to make it happen as well. That is a hell of a bullseye. We go into the next one,
Okay,
which could be the
6.
last. A desperate buy for
Ascent.
ZETA.
Zeta's pick. They pick a breach. They lose double pistol,
Bold line for Absol.
but it's still pretty bad.
It's been smoked off. Drone's gone up and over the top. There's nothing really in mid that GENG have to worry about.
Could just sink everything into the B hit. Sheer wall stands in their way, of course, and they've seen that several rounds already. Just playing it reserved as well, giving themselves options to back out if needed, or to build up onto ults. Look at that. Rascal 1 away from run it back.
Might not be even required the way things have been going here for GENG. Sheer wall does get triggered, so again, ZETA aware that there's
Mini?
some
Ah, he's a
happenings
giant
being
fraud, man. He was good at 1
Off
meta.
timing,
He
you
just
see
got lucky that
there
it
is no
lasted a
where to
year.
push. Now starts
He's playing
to
breach on Ascent.
rendezvous with the rest of his team. They can just make a full rush in towards B site.
This is a good push from Absol. I just think it might be a little bit too little too late as we see that hit coming through. Shota lining up 2 inside of that fast lane. Ash and Athena had no idea. It's a missed shot though from Absol. Maybe GENG can have an avenue back in if they can pick him here in middle. He has stuck around.
No
13
time.
seconds left on the clock though. They are just not going to go for
10
it.
seconds
You
left.
can't. There's really not much to do.
But
GENG,
Zix
a
told
little
me
bit
breach
unfortunate
is
for this
good. There's
round,
no
but
way
they should
Zix said
have
that.
themselves a pretty good idea of how ZETA tends to set up.
I was just starting to like
towards
this guy as
middle,
well.
Maybe towards some extremities of the map, but also the Vise plus Sova to anchor down the B site. With the ultimates coming up in the next round, ZETA need to
On
anticipate
some maps,
a potential,
sure.
execute a potential
Like
hit
one map.
somewhere. They've done pretty well in this round,
Like
especially
Fracture.
Shota being able to get those anchor shots off of B main. But the next round is where things really start to thicken.
Well, it's first round in the second half for ZETA.
Hey, look at that.
Better than nothing. But they are going to need
Toxic
another
Summit in the YouTube.
high
Sorry, in
row
the. Holy hell, too many chats in the
map
kick
of
chat.
any
Appreciate you.
interest from here.
Just reel through all of the chats.
Swap. There's not much in terms of utility from ZETA to delay hits on towards the B site. Vise is elsewhere.
In the kick chat, yeah, we're up to at least 10 followers right now.
They have
You
some
could make that
information
11
on
if you
these.
wanted to.
It's a lot of territory taken early on in the round.
Micho, thanks so much for the prime. Appreciate that. Thanks so much for the 3 months.
Are forced to play
Look at that.
back on the B side. They don't have any info on the B side of the map right now.
3 middle, op heard. GENG has a pretty good idea.
Did Kick get a
ZETA's
proof of
intention was to
VCT
try to
streaming?
cut
Yeah.
GENG off as they maybe tried to
We're
rotate
trying
back
to.
over onto A
I've heard
side,
that the
but
kick
that's
chat
not
is the
happening
most
now.
toxic chat,
ZETA
so
are
we're trying
slow
to.
rotate. They have
We're
no
trying
other
to take on
information anywhere
the raid
else.
boss right now.
It's just Shota.
Put the
He
mods
does
to
have
work.
Steel Garden though.
Yep. He's got
We're
the
gonna
force,
cleanse
he's
all of
got the
kick.
wall as well. That could
40
really slow
seconds.
GENG down. Here they go. But again, straight into that util. It's going to be the run it back that should burn all of it and maybe even get a kill here. Shota's going to go down. That is a miracle. A bit of magic
Stream
from Master.
by
I thought
stream.
surely he could get nothing done, but in the end, an important
Yeah.
opening, and that might
Ban
seal
by
the
ban.
deal for GENG. A 4-on-5 retake now required.
Timeout
for
by
ZETA.
timeout.
Not much else to make it happen too. Convergent path, sure. Yeah, fault line, everything flashes, but they need to find the kills too. Look at where GENG are positioned already. They know they have space.
Those conversion paths don't connect onto anybody either. Rascal
Done.
tucked in the corner, lets the first go by, and
You
then
don't check.
deals with the second.
My guy, keep your gun
Not
out.
quite the third, but there is still enough coverage on this site for GENG to feel comfortable right now. A swing from Ash
Oh,
and
guys.
a miss. That's
Should have been
not
the
what you
easiest round
want.
ever.
2-on-2.
Just loop him around
There's
the world.
Fury in from Athena to play a delay,
nice from him
and
to not
ZETA
peek
just
her.
cannot afford that delay. There is no time. The map is done. They will not get the defuse.
It's a little rough because they didn't win a
13-7.
pistol.
GENG close map one.
Definitely a little rough because they didn't win a pistol,
Just
but
as quick as it happens.
still, the only like good thing that we saw
Not
from the
even
breach
double
was
digits for ZETA.
the A hit,
They did have a pretty
and that's an
curious
existence
composition.
special.
Had me intrigued for a second, I will say that.
2021 or 2020,
either way,
I think.
in the game itself, in some of the micro plays, in
Even their
some
best
of the
thing they
intentions
stole.
that you start to witness from how GENG tried to